Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be looking at a scenario where Liechtenstein forms an empire. As we know, Liechtenstein is a really small country. I had to enlarge it to even make it visible. So, it needs land to be an empire. So the first thing it's going to do, it's going to ask Hungary and Czechia to help it invade Austria. So as Czechia, Hungary, and Liechtenstein declares or they're going to move troops in. Liechtenstein, since they are very powerful, they're like a superpower, they're going to overrun this panhandle, while Hungary here, they're going to make a surprise attack, capturing Vienna in only a few days, and from the north, Czechia is going to launch an invasion here. Much of the vital land is taken. Austria will surrender to Liechtenstein and Hungary. In the treaty, Liechtenstein gains the southern portion of Austria, Hungary gains Vienna and the land surrounding it, and Czechia gains the northwest portion. See, after Liechtenstein annexes southern Austria, they're going to declare war on Slovenia. You know, Slovenia is really weak. They're the weakest former Yugoslavian nation. So after they capture the capital in like a few 6 hours, they're just going to surrender. Right after Liechtenstein annexed Slovenia, Switzerland breaks their neutrality and declares war on Liechtenstein. But it's mountainous, so there's a stalemate for the first few months of the war. Then Liechtenstein sends troops over. It's a very slow and a bloodbath. Their main goal is to get here and capture Geneva and other territories. So, as the campaign is slowly sweeping across Switzerland here, Switzerland is going to beg for help, but no relief will come. After Geneva falls and quickly other major cities do in the north here, they're going to surrender over. After they annex Switzerland, they go over to France. And France is kind of in a civil war. And they could probably invade France and maybe get Paris. They're going to start their invasion. You know, send a little troops because they're still in the Alpines. But when they reach the plains, they just go straight for Paris. Which will lead into this region here falling under Liechtenstein forces, and now Paris is under siege. They decide that we should get a coastline, so they're going to quickly run down here, and as France is starting to collapse, Paris will collapse, and when they take Nice, all of France surrenders to the Great Liechtenstein Empire. In the treaty, the three rebellions get their independence, and Liechtenstein gets the old French government's land. Liechtenstein, they think they're unstoppable. They defeated a major power. They took Slovenia. So they're going to declare war on Hungary, Croatia, Czechia, and Bosnia. But they can't do it alone, so they're going to get the help of Serbia, Romania, Slovakia, and Moldova to help them expand their empire. So, Slovenia, or Liechtenstein, is quickly going to take this island in Croatia and start a movement into where Austria used to be, and a tiny advance into other former Austrian lands. But in Croatia, they make the most gains, gaining around this land was minor lands in Slovakia. In Slovakia, Hungarian troops are going to start marching in, taking ethnic Slovakian lands. As Czechia will also start taking major cities and even capturing their capital. After their capital and ethnic Hungarian lands fall, they will just surrender over back to the Balkans. Serbia is going to fund a rebellion in the Srpska region, taking around this land, while they're going to send troops into Croatia, cutting off this panhandle. Liechtenstein is going to take the this part of Croatia and then meet up with Serbian troops. In Bosnia here, they're on their last leg, but it's kind of hard to invade them because it's literally just a minefield. Inside of Hungary, Romania is going to start a push with the help of Serbia, and troops here want to start to flood in here, with their main goal being to capture the capital of Budapest. Back to Czechia, they're going to launch an invasion, taking all of former Austrian lands, and they are going to take the Sudetenland because since they funded a rebellion, so they can take the Sudetenland. After this, Bosnia is going to collapse, and Budapest will fall, and then in the Eastern Front, most of Romania and Serbia will quickly take the rest, and then they will sign a peace treaty ending the war. For the treaty, Liechtenstein will annex all former Austrian lands. They will annex this part of Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. They will annex the Sudetenland. They will puppet what is left of Hungary. For Serbia, they will gain Croatian, Hungarian, and Bosnian land, and the Srpska rebellion will integrate into Serbia. Romania, they had the most minor border change, but they just gained some borderlands, and Czechia can annex Slovakia. After this, a coalition against Liechtenstein will form, with Germany, Italy, Greece, Montenegro, Serbia, and Czechia. But Liechtenstein calls in its allies of Poland, Hungary, Moldova, Romania, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Albania, and the UK. The first thing that they're going to do is Germany here is going to send troops into the Sudetenland with help of Czechia, with their main goal being to restore Czechia to its old size. They're also going to start a counteroffensive into Austria. As Germany is invading Liechtenstein, Greece and Serbia are going to invade Kosovo and North Macedonia. Both of them around reach the capital of, Also, Italia does a landing inside of Albania, collapsing the nation, and North Macedonia quickly follows suit. After Serbia invades these three nations, Liechtenstein and Romania both want to knock out Serbia before it's too late. So quickly they're going to Liechtenstein troops with help of Hungary are going to rush into this region and quickly take all of the Srpska and Croatian areas. They're going to also do a attempted landing in they're going to attempt an invasion into Montenegro, but it fails pretty bad. In the Romanian front, Romania is going to make pretty good progress. In Italy, they are going to attempt to capture the north of Italy and Corsica, which is what is left of the French government. They're going to make a landing in Genoa with help of rebels. In Venice, they're going to make a crushing campaign which shocked the world with Liechtenstein's military might. After this, we're going to link up, taking this entire region of northern Italy. They are going to make a landing in the north of Corsica, but a stalemate will be reached with Corsican forces. As they continue going around in the western Mediterranean and the Adriatic, they're eventually going to reach a front line which they cannot push through anymore. While in Germany, the front lines barely moves at all, with very little progress being made. Back in Czechoslovakia, Poland and Hungary are going to launch a joint invasion into Slovakia, with them making really good progress and making a new puppet state in Slovakia. Inside Czechia, there's going to be a rebellion in Prague to end the war, which is going to gain momentum. And the old Czechian government here is going to fully switch sides in this war because they know they'll lose if they don't. And quickly, all of the Sudetenland will be returned to Liechtenstein after a counterattack. In the Alpine region, Liechtenstein is going to make more progress, but the front line starts to stabilize. And lastly, Munich will fall, and then Germany, they decide that they're going to leave the war. Going back down into the Mediterranean, quickly all of Corsica and Sardinia will fall with a rush of troops from Liechtenstein being made into Rome. After this, Liechtenstein will do one more landing inside Sicily, and where Naples used to be, and around Pompeii there's going to be another rebellion, which will cause Italia to surrender over to Liechtenstein. Back in the Balkans, Serbia will finally surrender, and the final country to surrender will be Montenegro. And time for the peace treaty. Liechtenstein is going to get North Italy, major parts of Bavaria. They're going to puppet Czechoslovakia. They're going to annex more Serbian land. They're going to make a puppet out of Serbia and Montenegro. And in Italy, they will make 3 puppet states: the Papal States, Sardinia, and the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies. That's it. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.